The Attorney General Chambers and Ministry of Legal Affairs, again under the direction of His Excellency the President and the Office of the President, worked towards the establishment of a commission of inquiry that inquired into the irregularities and misconduct in relation to the March 2nd, 2020 elections. That again was another successful initiative, and a report was produced and widely disseminated, and that report found that there was grave misconduct on the part of political actors, but more importantly, on the part of key functionaries of the Guyana Elections Commission. This is a significant matter that every Guyanese should be interested in. Free and fair elections in any country is the foundation of a democracy. A democracy is a foundation of a lawful society. A lawful society is the foundation of a progressive, developing, orderly society. They are all interrelated. It means that if you don't have free and fair elections, at the other end of the spectrum, you're going to have chaos, you're going to have a breakdown of law and order, you're going to have economic stagnation, you're going to have social degradation. And we have lived through that as a people. We had 28 years of rigged elections in this country. It resulted in 28 years of economic stagnation, social degradation, social instability, and financial bankruptcy. They all go hand in hand. And when you have independent constitutional agencies such as GCOM, that the Constitution has assigned the responsibility of ensuring free, fair, independent, and democratic elections, and the people, through their taxation dollars, spend billions in ensuring that these objectives are achieved. And then those who are responsible for delivering on these imperatives are found undermining the system, perverting the system, and corrupting the system in order to deliver a result different from the mandate expressed by the people in the ballot boxes, then we have a serious problem. And that is what the Commission of Inquiry was appointed to inquire into. And it made some fundamental findings in this regard. And that brings me to some 30 odd charges that are pending in the magistrates court of our country, involving some of the very players who misconducted themselves and abused their powers during that electoral process. After 3 years, those charges have not been able to secure a trial date Well, let me put it this way. The trial of those charges have not yet begun. Now, I am the Minister of Justice. I cannot be pleased with this state of affairs. No decent-minded Guyanese can be pleased with this state of affairs. And I wish to make it abundantly clear that these are not politically driven or inspired charges. These are charges that relate to misconduct of the electoral process by persons who have been appointed and paid by the taxpayers of this country to manage and man that process, to ensure that the process meets the imperatives of transparency, legality, and fairness. Nothing to do with politics. These are the most serious offenses pending in our court system. And all of you are observing what is transpiring. And like me, I have no doubt that you are of the impression that the matter is not being treated with the seriousness that it deserves. These are matters of national importance, of international significance. 100 governments across the globe came out and condemned the conduct that they witnessed. And here it is, charges have been filed. And after 3 years in our court system, the trial in relation to those charges have not yet commenced. And it behoves me to comment fairly but critically on the reasons why. Magistrates after magistrates have found reasons that can't withstand scrutiny for not proceeding to try these cases and other related cases. Magistrates have found reasons after reasons to recuse themselves. The law of recusal is clear. Some of the reasons are somebody is a member of a credit union, with one person, or somebody serving the army with the husband of one of the defense counsel. These are some of the reasons that have been given in some of these cases and in other types of cases as a basis for a recusal. I am aware that the Director of Public Prosecutions has written to the Chancellor of the Judiciary requesting the Chancellor's intervention. The Chancellor has a supervisory authority over magistrates in the country. Now let me just give you a comparative example. Under the previous administration, you know that I was charged. You know that Dr. Ashley Singh was charged. You magistrate recused themselves? Not one magistrate recused themselves. And the magistrate before whom I was tried could have recused herself because I got her the job that she got at the Director of Public Prosecution's office. That never came out in the trial. That was not a basis to recuse. Unless you speak about these things, nobody knows. And in the year 2024, we are going to be more open and more frank on these matters. There is no sacred cow in the state of Guyana. All of those who are paid with public funds must be subjected to scrutiny, respectful scrutiny. I am not attributing any ulterior motives to anyone. I am simply relating the facts.